Jesus. Oh, we bless you, Lord. We thank you, Lord. We give you the glory, Lord. God, we're so glad you came to visit this place. And God, we're glad that you know our name. Ain't you glad he know your name? No. Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? But he knows your name. He's been down through all your pain and suffering. He knows your name. Oh, we bless the Lord today. You'll have to excuse me a minute. I'm so full of anointing because God's been good to me. You don't know my story, but I'm telling you right now, my story travels from Corpus Christi to San Antonio, back to Corpus again. Sit down if you can in the presence of God. Amen.
All right then.
Glory to God in the highest. Glory to God in the highest. I can't do nothing but just call his name. Jesus. 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 Can you say Jesus? Jesus. Jesus. Hey, glory. Hey, glory. Okay, I'm trying to do what I was asked to do. I'm trying.
Come on now. Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. 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 Thank you, Jesus.
I was given Proverbs.
Hallelujah. Come on.
The 31st chapter and the 30th verse.
Come on now. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
And in the 31st chapter of the book of Proverbs, we're looking at how a virtuous woman falls in line with God's plan.
All right.
How does she look to him? And according to what King Lemuel's mama said, she cautioned him that you could lose all your strength, but putting all you got into a woman, and that could lead to your destruction. So then the question for me arose, who can find this woman of virtue? A woman who, in the beginning at verse 11, her husband has faith in her. 12, she does him good and not evil. 13, she works with her hands. 14, she buys groceries. 15, she feeds her family and the health. 16, she's planning. 17, she's lifting weights. 18, she keeps the light on. 19, she's spinning. Oh God, glory to God. 20, she's giving. 21, she's clothing her family in blood of Jesus' red. 22, she's sewing needlework. 23, she makes her husband look good. 24, she's an entrepreneur. 25, she's strong and friendly. Number 26, she's wise. Number 27, she's focused. In verse 28, she's praised. In verse 29, she outshines all the other women. But in verse 30, she fears the Lord. Now yet the reality of this entire chapter is that after all the great things she was noted for in verses 1 through 29, in verse 30, if she doesn't fear the Lord, then what is her work?
All right.
So women, I come to talk to you today and ask you, what kind of woman do you look like? What kind of woman do you look like? For years, most of us are able to quote Proverbs 31 and 10, for who can find a virtuous woman? Or, her price is far above rubies. We can do that real easy. But let's start with who can find. With the emphasis on the word find. Just who can find this woman of noble character, whose charm and inner beauty comes from fearing the Lord and doing his will. Is this you? Or are you deceptive like Delilah? Sneaking around trying to find out what makes your pastor weak. What makes the chairman of the deacon board weak? What makes the minister of music weak? Trying to get him to let you sing him a love song that will distract him and spiritually put him to sleep. What kind of woman do you look like? Do you look more like Ruth, who gleaned wisdom from Naomi and worshiped her same God as she followed her back to Bethlehem? Ruth's obedience to Naomi led her to Boaz. And if you are seeking the Lord daily, then you will not have a problem with obedience as well as wisdom. But if you flip the switch and mosey on back to Moab instead of Boaz, you'll end up with broken or lying or cheating. So what kind of woman do you look like? Do you look like Jezebel, who arranged the death of Naboth so that the ownership of a vineyard would pass to her husband, King Ahab, who she had also persuaded to worship Baal instead of God? Whose spiritual death have you prearranged? Killing folks with unkind words. Who have you caused to stop singing in the choir? Who have you caused to stop coming to Bible study? Killing them softly with your wrong. Are you beautiful and patiently waiting like Rachel? Or are you critical of others like Peninnah was of Hannah? Or are you barren inside your spirit like Sarah? Or are you a thief in a lie like Sapphira? What kind of woman do you look like? Are you always complaining, disagreeable, stubborn, a gossiper, a non-tied up, an instigator, and a perpetrator? If this is you, God has good news for you. Good news. He says, all to him you must surrender. All to him you must freely give, and all the things you were before shall be no more. And then it won't matter as to who people perceive you to be, because now you can hold your head up high and say, I'm not the woman you think I am. And here's my proof. You can find it in the excerpts of Colossians 2:12 through 26. In verse 12, you're blessed with him in baptism. 13, you're dead in your sins. 14, he took them from you and nailed them to the cross. 15, he hung, bled, and died for you, and he won. 16, he said, now let no man therefore judge you, even though some of you, may have come from what some people consider a dysfunctional family, with an abusive father, alcoholic mother, a crack-smoking brother, runaway sister, molesting uncle, or some of you may have come from some very functional families. An educated father, an entrepreneur mother, an Ivy League college brother, a national championship sister, a kind and generous uncle. But regardless of your personal or family status, if you don't cling to the fact that you are not who you used to be, sin will sneak upon you in a flashback. And church folks will remind you of the way you were. For instance, you once had an affair with a married man while you were married, but you repented. God forgave you. Your husband forgave you. And you have never committed the same offense again. But to the sisters in senior mission number 1 and usher board number 2, you still just an adulterer. But I stopped by to tell my sisters that all the stuff that's been said about you behind your back and in front of your face, passed around on a notepad, posted on Facebook, tweeted on Twitter, on Snapchat and tossed around on Tumblr has been nailed. Let me hear you say nailed. 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 Has been nailed to the cross of him. It's deleted out of your profile. Your past sins have been unfriended because of him. You win. The devil wants to make you think you are not saved because you're not perfect. He wants to chain your salvation down and break your character. But you look him in the eye inside of whichever body he's hanging around with. And you say, you can't break my character anymore, devil. You call me a whore, but God calls me a warrior. You call me an adulterer, but God calls me an asset to the kingdom. You call me reckless, but God calls me redeemed. You call me repulsive, but God calls me restored. You call me indecent, but God calls me incredible. You call me offensive, but God calls me indispensable. You call me rejected, but God calls me reconciled. So what kind of woman do you look like? You are not the woman that they think you are. You are a woman that fears the Lord. A woman that worships God. A woman that praises God. Nobody can tie you to your past sin because you've been through the fire